Hi, everybody. It's part 3 of really moving past the, see, that's what all of our brains are doing. You have a thought, you get a few words into the sentence, and poof, it's gone. So in this kind of series of moving from January's hope for 2020, we've got a 2020 vision. Here's the vision board. We moved into, in the first video, looking at what a focus board might look like, and February was amazing and all anchored around this one thing in the middle. But then we hit March and this happened. So in the last video, we kind of took some space for ourselves to process March, whatever that looked like. Hopefully you're able to take some time, or you have some time, to get creative and let some of that energy, positive and negative, out into creating either a colorful, creative March, or maybe just some nasty garbage stains. But we are on Friday, the 3rd of April, and our lives have changed a lot. And what do we do for April? Are we just in neutral? Are we like at the whim of what's happening to us and just get pushed to and fro? How are we recapturing what a day might look like for us? I know for me, I still have some really strong goals and desires for the year, but everybody's life has been so disrupted between the virus, the media, not having, some losing jobs, laid off, some just losing their jobs completely, some working from home. People who have children are now have their kids at home, and now they're somewhat being a teacher. And so there's just, everything has shifted. So really, where I'm going to start, and I'm going to take you along with me for this month of April, is really to say, I have these cards. They're from one of the coaching programs that I've learned through, and they're called Desire Discovery cards. So as we sit here on this beautiful blue, sunshiny Friday, had to remember, yeah, what day is it? I'm just going to go through these cards, and let's see if it's going to be backwards. I don't know if it's going to be backwards or not. So I'll just read them to you. I'll hold them up, I'll read them. And as I'm new to videoing this way, this first day will be kind of just making sure I'm looking at you, making sure the lighting is decent. I know I have some glare in my glasses, but really just getting to the heart of, how do I want to feel right now? What am I most yearning for? So what are you most yearning for? Are you yearning for worth? That's not going to work. Are you yearning for worth? Are you yearning for love? Are you yearning for belonging? You can make a list of the ones that you're like, yeah, I've lost my sense of worth because I'm not working right now. I'm not being able to provide for my family. Jot those words down, worth. And we'll go through them maybe 2 or 3 times, because, you know, our minds are really unable to focus on stuff right now. But we're going to make a short list, take a piece of paper, write down the words that resonate with you, and then we'll go back through until we kind of get it down to 1 or 2 things. And ultimately, what's the one thing that you desire most right now? Is it comfort? Is it to be known? Is it significance? Is it approval? Goodness? Peace? Come through? Challenge? recognition, security, justice, joy, freedom. So if you weren't ready and didn't have an opportunity to just jot the ones down that really resonated with you, you can do this. We'll go through this 2 more times until you can kind of get a shorter list. And I want to make sure that I'm going through them in a similar order. So on worth, there's other words that describe worth. So the second time through the cards, I'm going to put the word worth down if it resonates with you, or put the word worth down if one of these other descriptors resonate with you. So worth can also mean value, importance, honor, respect, or to be special. If that's what you're yearning for right in this moment, put worth down. If you're yearning for love, it could be intimacy, to be chosen, interdependence, affection, or friendship. If you wrote belonging down, it could mean acceptance, community, companionship, family, or friendship. If you chose comfort, it could mean freedom from pain, to be held, ministered to, mercy, or protection. To be known is also to be understood, be heard, validity, to know or connect. If you yearn for significance, it could mean importance, legacy, influence, impact, or change the world. If your deepest yearning is for approval, it could also mean acceptance, well done, success, commendation, or promotion. If you selected goodness, it could mean be right, pure, righteous, moral, or to have integrity. Peace also means contentment, wholeness, rest, calm, and serenity. Come through means loyal, dependable, faithful, trustworthy, and there for you. Challenge, purpose, goal, risk, overcoming, winning. If you desire recognition, it's affirmation, reward, honor, to be seen, or to be special. Security, you long for safety, order, provision, protection, and hope. You yearn for justice, idealism, fairness, what's right, equality, truth. Joy, happiness, delight, fun, fulfillment, and satisfaction. And if you yearn for freedom, it could be choice, flexibility, self-reliance, self-control, or be myself. So if you're like most people have gone through this deck the first time, the second time, the first time you usually maybe have a giant list, or maybe something really sticks out to begin with and you're like, that is what I yearn for in this moment. If you haven't come up with something right now, don't worry about it. You probably have a shorter list the second time we went through. Maybe it was too overwhelming and you're just like, I can't deal with this right now. But as you kind of sit back, close your eyes, take a deep diaphragmatic breath, not one where you're like, one where you pull it all the way deep into your stomach. Pretend like you've got a balloon inside your body and you're just like, You should feel your stomach expand. And if you're able to, exhale twice as long as you inhale. So you're creating some calming space by getting rid of some of that stale energy inside of you and bringing in the oxygen that can heal you and provide you rest and relaxation. And as you do that, and you're kind of letting all the words that I just blasted you with kind of like fade away, like when you see clouds up in the sky and they kind of just drift away, is there one or two words that you are like, that really resonates with me? So for me, and you may have these words, and we may all be at the same common place of resonating with them. Security was huge. So that includes safety, order, provision, protection, and hope. Justice, and you can probably see that in my feed. Freedom, and joy. Now that may not be your short list. So whatever your short list is, post your short list below, and I'll add some more comments and questions to help you narrow it down to which one is it that I most yearn for. And then this third time through, if you do have some of those, now I know I've got them out of order. Oops. But just give you a once more run through. I wish I would have taken a picture maybe of all of them laid out, and I might do that to post in the comments of the video so you can have a visual. I know not all of us are auditory learners, and I certainly am not an auditory learner. So we learn either by hearing or seeing or doing, and I'm a doer. So I'll create some of that within the thread under this video so that we can start to explore some of that. But if there was just one of those words on the cards that you yearn for the most, let's just take some time to see what that might mean. And I think for me, while I yearn for security, and I'm still on a big joy trip, that's been the story of my last at least 3 years. What's really driving me right now, my drive is for justice and truth, but my deep yearning is freedom. So for me, the center of my April focus board is going to be freedom. So what does that look like? When in the next video, we're going to take a look at the word that you most yearn for is going to be in the middle of your April focus board. And we're going to take those 10 categories from the Wheel of Life and start to explore what one thing in April do I have control over, whether it's my mind, my physical actions, or my spirit, my heart. What one thing in each of those 10 categories can I do and anchor to in the month of April that can keep me moving forward towards the one thing that I yearn for? And they're not going to be crazy things. I know people are like, oh, this is a perfect time to completely get my wellness lifestyle on track. I completely do mindset work. Like they think in a month they're going to completely flip the switch 180 on their life. Hate to break it to you, but you took a long time to get to this spot, and now the world has changed. We need to cut ourselves some slack, and we're going to think about the tiniest thing that we can do, we can have control over, and we can put in place that's sustainable, that's going to move us and keep us anchored in a place that starts to fill the yearning for the one thing. So until the next video, talk to you soon.